Okay, hi, welcome back to the second part in my How to Paint a Bear series. This is what I did earlier, just some very simple shading and liner work around the edge, and just two colours as well. We just used a sort of a mustard colour and a brown to do the bear. But what I want to do now is just add three simple daisies on, because he's laying in something and I thought it'd be nice to have some flowers. So I've done a video before on YouTube on painting a daisy, so if you watch that you'll learn all the techniques to do it, but I'll just show you how I place the flowers. So I've just drawn three ovals, so I've decided I want one here, another one here and another one here, and the best way to do that is to grab a piece of tracing paper, lay it over your design just to sort of play around for a bit to all I've done, and you can then see, I don't know if you can see clearly there, you can then have a play. So I did an oval and then some petals at the back and then a couple of smaller at the front, and I've done the same here and here, so they're all sort of looking in slightly different directions, and I think that'll work. So, so all I'm going to do is put the circle on. Obviously if you're more a beginner you might want to actually trace on the petals themselves, or at least a sort of little faint line down the middle of each petal, so you've got placement of them and give you a bit of extra guidance. Okay, so I'm going to use a number 6 filbert brush and load up in my white, and let's just see what happens. All the intricacies of how you hold the brush, how you load, how to practice the stroke, etc. can be found on my other YouTube video, and that's How to Paint a Daisy. Not what I planned at all, but I'm going to see what happens if I tip load into purple. This is an easy way of getting two colours combined on your brush, but you need very little of your second colour. So another reason why it's easier if you do your strokes straight off and don't go back is, as I've come round, some of them I've had to do almost two sides to the petal because I'm trying to cover the white that I put on before, whereas if I'd done it straight on tip loaded in the purple, they look much better in the purple though. So it's definitely worth it, but it's just easier if you don't have to do two layers. So let's go on to this one. Getting a lovely variation of colour though, which is good. I'm also doing this with a filbert brush, and I normally tip load as well with a round. So they're coming out slightly different to normal, but I love them. And they certainly look much better on the cream background, which is cool. Okay, there we go. So they're all the back petals. All right, hopefully you can see that. I might add a couple more in a minute, but we'll just go with the 3 to start with and see how it comes out. So then I'm going to put yellow centres. And then I can shade across the bottom. So this is going back to what we did before. Do you remember with the, certainly in part 1, we had the floating of the shadows. So I'm going to use the same brown that I did before and some flow medium the same. Okay, and I'm just going to add some extra petals. So there we have your bear sitting in the daisies. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.